Thank you very much to all of the work that's been done, to all of you for being here, to witness this work, to listen, to contribute your strength to the center where we need that strength to move forward. My name is Mark Point, I'm the chief of the Skowkale First Nation, but most of all, I'm a descendant of two survivors of residential schools, as well as my wife is a descendant of a survivor of residential schools. I cannot say how deeply I am touched and wounded by the information that was shared today. I think all of us have known inside these institutions that were run by the church, but were mandated by the federal government. And we must never forget that the mandate was to take the Indian out of the Indian. In doing so, they could eliminate the Indian problem that was discussed so wholesomely at the first Charlottetown Accord when they created the Canadian Constitution and the country of Canada. I acknowledge that the work must continue. And I feel the frustrations that Chief Jimmy talked about the government holding on to the information and making us play dodgeball to acquire that information so that we can continue to formulate our position, our case. But that's no different than how they've operated all along. They have never had an open door policy with First Nations and the information we need to survive, to build ourselves, and to move forward. But as I was sitting back listening to the work that needs to be done and the work that has taken place, I will share some inner thoughts and frustrations that I've had as a Stalo person and as a leader within the nation. That it's time our leadership put our differences aside and formed a common front to stand together, to work together, where we're not working for ourselves, we're working for our future children, our future generations to come. I think of the institutions that are filled with our people, the penal institutions, the high rates of suicide, the children in care, our people that are living on the street without a roof over their head, the abuse that gets continued to happen, inflicted by our own people. And we have not been able to formulate answers on how we can stop it, how we can heal, because we can't stand together. We're Cholmok people. We have a sacred purpose to look after Mother Earth and all that is within Mother Earth. We cannot forget that. So reach out. Reach out to your friends and your family at home. Your duty to be sitting here today is to share this information as a witness. And to understand that we're at the very cutting edge of that wedge to get this work done, to move our people forward, to heal, and to find our rightful place in this country called Canada. All of us need emotional healing. All of us. You need to love yourself before you can love anyone else. We need to stand together as families. We need to stand together as communities. And we need to stand together as nations of people. And I'm so very glad that our neighbors are here to hear what our people are going through. We have to put our petty differences aside. We have to leave our egos outside. And we have to sit together, hook our arms together, and figure out how we can work together and move forward. We're a strong nation when we can stand together. But also remember, we're not the only nation that's going through this. All of the people in this province and across this country, and even south of the border, are going through this very same thing. They're losing their young people from drugs, from alcohol abuse. Our children are still getting abused by their own family members. Our people are still ending up in jails. They're still jumping off bridges, and they're still starving on the streets. We're still suffering from lack of health care. This is a small portion of the work that we must do, but we must do it together. Ocean.